Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, along with the US President Joe Biden, launched India-US Climate and Clean Energy Agenda 2030 partnership to help mobilize investments, demonstrate clean technologies and enable green collaborations. The virtual climate change summit, which took place on April 22 and 23, was hosted by US President Joe Biden, who invited 40 world leaders to discuss new measures to strengthen commitments they made to reduce emissions under the Paris Climate Agreement.
Speaking at the Climate Leaders Summit, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi stressed the importance of sustainable lifestyle changes to support climate action post-COVID. The virtual Climate Change Summit, which took place on April 22nd and 23rd, was hosted by US President Joe Biden, who invited 40 world leaders to discuss new measures to strengthen commitments they made to reduce emissions under the Paris Climate Agreement.
So today, I want to emphasize the importance of lifestyle change in climate action. Sustainable lifestyles and guiding philosophy of back to basic must be an important pillar of our economic strategy for the post-COVID era.
UN climate scientists say the world's net CO2 emissions must fall to zero by 2050 to limit the rise in global temperatures to no more than 1.5 degrees Celsius compared with pre-industrial levels. Exceeding that amount of warming would unleash the most severe impacts of climate change.
President Biden and I are launching the India-US Climate and Clean Energy Agenda 2030 partnership. Together, we will help mobilize investments, demonstrate clean technologies, and enable green collaborations.
Earlier, the Biden administration pledged to slash US greenhouse gas emissions by 50% to 52% from 2005 levels by 2030. A new target it hopes will spur other big emitter countries to raise their ambition to combat climate change. The goal, unveiled at the start of a two-day climate summit, comes as the United States seeks to reclaim global leadership in the fight against global warming after former President Donald Trump withdrew the country from international efforts to cut emissions.
By maintaining those investments and putting these people to work, the United States sets out on the road to cut greenhouse gases in half by the end of this decade. That's where we're headed as a nation. And that's what we can do if we take action to build an economy that's not only more prosperous, but healthier, fair, and cleaner for the entire planet.
It also marks an important milestone in Biden's broader plan to decarbonize the US economy entirely by 2050, an agenda he says can create millions of good-paying jobs, but which many Republicans say they fear will damage the economy. The emissions cuts are expected to come from power plants, automobiles, and other sectors across the economy, but the White House did not set individual targets for those industries.